This video is going to show you how to change your avoidances and your route preferences. To do this, you go to Settings, Navigation. There's several things you can do on this screen. I want to look first at avoidances because these can affect your route more than anything else. If you tell the GPS to avoid highways or ferries or any of these 5 things listed, that affects the route it chooses. I feel like a highway is the most important one that you need to be aware of. If you're looking for a fast interstate type route, you need to make sure you don't have those clicked, that you want to avoid them. If you want the more scenic route and you do not want it to select highways, make sure it is clicked. It's blue with a check if it's enabled. It's a blank box if it's disabled. So these can have an effect on what route it selects. So be sure that you have your avoidances for each trip, and each trip you may need to go and change those depending on the route you want. Also on here you have some environmental zones, toll roads, and so forth. You can always add custom avoidances if there's a certain road or area you want to avoid that's really not one of those categories, but you do want a route that avoids it. You can go in and add a custom one. You can also have travel history turned on or off. It does that because it saves it for 24 months where you've gone, and it can help predict where you're wanting to find. When you're wanting to look for a location, it will use that to help predict based on your travel history. You can turn that on and off, or you can clear the travel history if you no longer want it to have that in its database. All of these things can affect the route that the GPS selects, so be sure you go through it from time to time before you start a trip and make sure that the route is being selected according to what you would like to avoid or what you would choose for that route. And that is in Settings, Navigation.